What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos, a mobile detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Happy Sunday, by the way. I hope you guys are starting or getting ready to enjoy this beautiful Sunday. It is probably a nice little chilly and rainy day out here today, but we're gonna make the best of it, right? But anyways, today's video, guys, is hopefully directed to a lot of new detailers, and I hope this message kind of helps you guys out. I wish many years ago, somebody would have told me, stop and don't do this, right? But this is gonna be maybe like a 50-50 type of comments, right? People will agree, some won't agree, but at the end of the day, guys, this is just my opinion, my input on what I have learned throughout all these years, especially in the 6 years that I've been in business. But many times we as beginner detailers, we want to tackle everything we get, right? Because we don't want to miss the opportunity to provide a service, right? And I remember when I started my business, a customer would be like, hey, I need you to polish my chrome, right? And honestly, at that point, I didn't have the right tools needed to get the job done, right? And I would polish wheels by hand, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? But in order to really give your best, you have to invest in tools, right? Secondly, I didn't know how to polish wheels, and I was taking on jobs that I said yes, and in reality, I should have said, I am sorry, I'm not the best fit for you right now, right? So tip number one for beginner detailers or people who are maybe going 6 months into the business, don't take on jobs that you are not 100% capable of giving, right? So don't get yourself in a hole, because customers will have high expectations, and sometimes the end result doesn't come out well. And I remember when I did that once, and I wasn't even happy with the way the chrome looked, and I told the customer, hey, I don't like the way this came out. You don't even have to pay me, because I don't feel that I produced the results that you were wanting. So I won't forget that day. And since then, I stopped doing like chrome polishing until I really got the hang of what I was supposed to do. So tip number one, don't ever give something that you're not 100% sure. Tip number two, many times we hear customers say, if you do a good job, I'm gonna give you 3 more cars, right? We've all heard it. And I was a victim. I gave my best package almost pretty much for free. And when I finished that car, I never got a call back again, right? Customer just wanted the deal. Customer just wanted to lowball your business, lowball your quality, and get the best for cheap. Many people will tell you, if you do a good job, I have 3 more cars lined up. And guess what? Me as a brand new detailer, I got excited, and I was out there getting everything on this car, just so that in reality, the customer just wanted the deal. So tip number 2, don't give your stuff for free. Never. Even if a customer says, if you do a good job, I got 3 more cars for you, don't do it. Charge accordingly. Do your best. If the customer loves your work, he's going to support you at 100% price, if that makes sense. So don't give your stuff for free. Don't get excited just because this person just said, if you do a good job, he's going to give you more cars. So it's kind of sounds rude, but it's better to be honest than to sugarcoat or go around the bushes on this subject. So we've all been there, and we've all heard it. And at times, very rarely will that customer give you 3 more cars. But guess what? You probably already charged so low for your first detail that by the time you realize your worth and you realize that, dang, I should have charged this customer more money, guess what? Now your mind is telling you you need to charge accordingly on the other cars. And guess what? The customer is not going to pay I always say the correct price, because a lot of times new detailers are discounting their packages so low just to get this customer in the door, right, into their business, that by the time they realize what they've done and all the work it took, they're like, you know what, I charge way too cheap. But here, let's just say the customer gave you an opportunity to do those other 2 cars. You can't charge that customer the right value of what you were supposed to charge, because now the customer is gonna say, but you did that car for, let's just say, $100. Why are you charging me now, let's say 400, 500 for it? Which 500 should have been the original number, and the customer is not gonna want to go down because you already gave your whole value away, right? So don't devalue your business to please somebody else. At the end of the day, business is business. That goes with car lots. Car lots, they want the best package out of you for the lowest amount of money. That's why I don't do car lots. If they call me and they say I have a car lot, I tell them right off the bat, I am not the detailer for you, right? And they ask me why, and I say, because you can't afford me. And I've done it many times. And then they're like, oh, we can afford it. So I give them a price, and they're like, oh wow, you're expensive, but we're gonna give you 10 more cars. I don't care, because car lots, it's a hit or miss. There's days that you have continued support from the car lot, and then guess what, the following week you show up for your scheduled details, and guess what, hey my friend, I'm sorry, we don't have nothing, right? And guess what, you just lost a day because this location didn't have what they promised you, right? They will promise the earth, the moon, and the sky just to get you in at a lower price, and then they will take advantage of you. So beware of car lots. All right. And this last tip, I really didn't want to make the video long, so I'm trying to keep it within 8 minutes. So I will try to rush through this. And the last tip for you guys is give your best, but don't give all your hard work away. Don't give your value away. Know your worth. And in the beginning stages of your business, it's a learning curve, right? But don't give your very best package for your most lowest amount of money. It just doesn't make sense. No matter who tells you what, at the end of the day, they just want that discount and they're gone, right? So every time you go into a business and they say something like that, like if you do good, I'll give you more cars, or if you do if you give me a deal, I got this for you. Don't fall for that. Business is business, especially car lots. So no matter what you do in your business, if you ever hear a customer say, if you do a really good job, I'm going to give you more cars, be very cautious, right? What I usually say when customers tell me something like that is, hey, I'm all for helping you, right? But in order for me to give you what you want, you have to pay for what I want. So therefore, I tell them straight up, after a couple months, if I see you still using my services, I'll give you a small discount, right? Usually they ask, how much of a discount? I'll say, I knock $20 off the packages, right? And they're like, oh, that's not a deal. Of course it's not, because it doesn't make sense to them, right? These people, car lots is usually where they do this stuff. So, this is why I always kind of hammer car lots, is because that's where it usually happens, right? You get trashed interiors. They want you to wax the cars. They want you to wash the engines, full interior detail on a trash car for probably $50, right? That's just talking in the low side, right? Yeah, there's some places where you'll get lucky and they'll usually pay maybe what you want, but very rarely will that happen. So, I've told car lots, I don't give discounts. I'm not, because you're doing labor and the cars aren't clean. And I tell them all the time, like, bro, like, sir, you want to devalue my work, yet you're taxing on these cars like 4 times more what the car is really worth, right? So you want to be cheap on me to overcharge on customers, if that makes sense. So I've gotten kicked out of a couple car lots because I try to keep it as real as possible. They don't like it, but at the end of the day, I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I may not be the right detailer for every customer. For the right buyers, I give them the very best. So I hope these tips helped you today on maybe if you're starting your business. Just know that I don't want you to give your stuff for free. I went through that and I learned my lesson. I lost a lot of money because I was dependent on what the customer said, when in reality, customers don't care. They just want the value. They just want that quick deal, and then boop, they don't call you anymore, right? So I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, a blessed Sunday at that, guys. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. I have some amazing stuff that just came in, and I'm excited to show you guys maybe in the next couple of weeks. But anyways, God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.